Welcome to the show. You've handed us a stack on NPUs, so, let's dive in.
Yeah.
Let's dive right into this world,
Yeah.
neural processing units or NPUs, and uncover why they're considered like the key to unlocking the true potential of AI.
It's fascinating, isn't it? The way that NPUs are, very specifically designed to be good at these computations that are really driving AI and machine learning.
Okay, so before we get ahead of ourselves, can we back up just a bit? For those of us who haven't been, living and breathing tech specs, what is an NTU?
Yeah. So in the simplest terms, an NPU is um, like a brain for AI tasks,
Right.
right? So unlike CPUs, which are much more general purpose, NPUs are designed from the ground up to handle the kind of massive parallel processing that AI demands.
Okay, so are you saying that like asking Siri a question or using a face filter on Instagram, those are NPUs in action?
Absolutely. Yeah, those are very, very common examples, right? Those tasks require your device to be able to make sense of vast amounts of data in real time, and that's where NPUs really shine. To really maybe drive the comparison home, um, if you imagine comparing the human brain to a calculator,
Right.
the calculator can crunch numbers very, very quickly, but it can't recognize a face. It can't understand natural language.
Right.
So NPUs bridge that gap in the digital world.
That's a pretty compelling comparison.
Yeah.
What is it about NPUs that makes them capable of such complex tasks? I'm particularly curious about like what sets them apart from GPUs. We always hear about those in the context of gaming and, graphics heavy applications.
Yeah, and that's a great question, and it highlights a really crucial point, which is that it's all about architecture and how it relates to the task at hand, right?
Okay.
So GPUs are very, very good at processing these vast sets of data in parallel,
Mm-hmm.
which makes them great for rendering complex graphics. But NPUs take that a step further.
How so?
Well, they're specifically optimized for the types of calculations that are at the heart of AI, and in particular, something called matrix multiplication. Think of it like this. If GPUs are like a well-coordinated assembly line, NPUs are like having a team of specialized experts working in perfect sync, right?
Okay.
And this unique structure allows them to tackle these AI workloads with incredible efficiency and speed.
So, if I understand correctly, it's not just about processing power, it's about having the right kind of processing power tailored to the task.
Exactly. Yeah.
Would it be fair to say that NPUs are more like specialized tools in a toolbox rather than a one-size-fits-all solution?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't use a hammer to saw wood,
Right,
right?
yeah.
And in the same way, NPUs excel in AI because they're specifically engineered for it, all the way down to their underlying architecture.
This is fascinating stuff. It's amazing how these like specialized processors are changing the game for AI.
Yeah.
But it makes you wonder, like, what kind of performance gains are we actually talking about here? Like,
Right.
how much faster are NPUs compared to, so, say, a traditional CPU or
Sure.
even a powerful GPU?
Yeah, so it's not always a simple like head-to-head comparison because each processor has its strengths, right?
Okay.
But to give you a sense of the potential, some NPUs have demonstrated speeds over 100 times faster than GPUs for specific AI tasks.
Wow.
And what's even more impressive is they can achieve this while using the same amount of power.
100 times faster using the same power? That's a game changer, especially when you think about like battery life and, energy efficiency.
Absolutely. Yeah. In a world that's, increasingly concerned about energy consumption, NPUs offer a really compelling advantage.
Yeah.
And this efficiency, it really stems from their specialized architecture,
Hmm.
which allows them to perform these really complex AI calculations with, far less wasted energy
Mm-hmm.
compared to kind of more general purpose processors.
This makes a lot of sense. It's clear that NPUs are a significant leap forward in AI processing. But
Yeah.
I'm curious, like, is it all about speed and efficiency, or are there other, like, advantages that NPUs bring to the table?
Yeah, so speed and efficiency are definitely,
Hmm.
at the forefront. But there's another really crucial aspect to NPUs that we haven't really touched upon yet,
Okay.
and that's their ability to learn and adapt.
Learn and adapt. Okay, I have to admit, that sparks my curiosity. It sounds like we're venturing into, like, science fiction here.
Right.
How can a chip learn?
Yeah, so it's not learning in the same way that, humans do, of course.
Right.
NPUs aren't developing consciousness or
Yep.
anything like that.
Oh.
But it's about their capacity to kind of adjust their internal parameters
Mm-hmm.
based on the data that they process.
Okay.
So they can identify patterns, they can make predictions,
Mm-hmm.
and essentially become more efficient and accurate over time.
Interesting.
Yeah, there was some really interesting research published by IBM on this, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff.
So the more they're used, the better they get at their job.
Precisely. Yeah.
Mm.
Imagine an NPU that's tasked with, identifying images of cats, right?
Okay.
Initially, it might make some mistakes, but as it processes more and more images, it learns to distinguish the kind of subtle features that characterize a cat.
Right.
And this ability to learn and adapt, that's a cornerstone of machine learning
Hmm.
and a key reason why NPUs are so powerful.
Okay. I'm starting to see how this all kind of ties together.
Yeah.
NPUs provide the speed, the efficiency, and the adaptability needed to like really push the boundaries of AI.
Hmm.
It's like we're witnessing the birth of a new era in computing.
You could say that. And like any new era, I think there are, bound to be challenges and opportunities in equal measure.
That's a great point. Speaking of opportunities, where are we seeing NPUs making the biggest impact today?
Sure.
What are some real-world applications that are already kind of benefiting from this technology?
Well, you probably interact with NPUs more than you realize, to be honest.
Really?
Your smartphone, for example, likely uses an NPU to power those AI-enhanced camera features, voice assistants,
Hmm.
and even, facial recognition for unlocking your device.
It's amazing to think that such a tiny component can have such a profound impact on our like daily lives.
Absolutely. And it's not just about making our devices, smarter or more efficient.
Right.
NPUs are also finding their way into data centers where they're used to accelerate these really complex AI workloads
Okay.
from natural language processing to, scientific research and everything in between.
So they're not just like improving the consumer experience, but also
Yeah.
driving innovation and discovery on a much larger scale.
Exactly. And as we kind of move towards a future that's increasingly reliant on AI,
Hmm.
the role of NPUs will only become more significant, I think.
It's incredible to think about like the sheer breadth of applications from something as personal as my smartphone
Mm.
to these massive data centers powering, well, everything, it seems.
Yeah, yeah.
Where else are we seeing NPUs making a real difference?
So one area that's particularly exciting and maybe a bit closer to home is the automotive industry.
Okay.
Self-driving cars, for instance,
Right.
they generate an enormous amount of data from sensors, cameras, radar,
Mm-hmm.
and NPUs are able to process this data in real time,
Wow.
allowing the vehicle to make, critical driving decisions
Right.
with the speed and accuracy that's required for safety.
That's a powerful example.
Yeah.
The idea that this like tiny chip
Right.
could be instrumental in making autonomous vehicles a reality it's pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing stuff.
Are there any other fields where NPUs are poised to like revolutionize things?
Absolutely. Yeah. Healthcare is another field where NPUs are making really significant inroads. So
Right.
imagine using AI to analyze medical images like
Mm.
X-rays or MRIs
Right.
to detect anomalies with far greater speed and precision than the human eye.
Right. Yeah.
NPUs can really accelerate the analysis of these images,
Mm.
potentially leading to earlier and more accurate diagnoses.
It sounds like NPUs have the potential to not just change the way we like live and work,
Yeah.
but also to like significantly impact our health and well-being.
Precisely, yeah. And this is really just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
As NPU technology continues to evolve, we can expect, even greater efficiency, speed, and capabilities.
Yeah.
And this will undoubtedly unlock new applications and possibilities that, we can only begin to imagine right now.
It's almost like a domino effect.
Yeah.
Like each advancement kind of paving the way for the next.
Right, right.
It makes you wonder, like, what kind of future will NPUs help create? What should we be, like, most excited about? And perhaps what should we be mindful of as this technology kind of progresses?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Mm.
I mean, the potential benefits are vast from a world where AI assists us in solving these really complex problems
Right.
to advancements in personalized medicine and beyond.
Mm.
But as with any kind of transformative technology, I think it's crucial that we also consider the ethical implications
Right.
and ensure responsible development.
Yeah.
It's a conversation that needs to happen
Yeah.
alongside these technological advancements.
A crucial point for sure, as we've kind of delved into this world of NPUs.
Yeah.
It's clear that we're not just talking about like faster processors, we're talking about like a paradigm shift in computing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a future like brimming with potential, and I, for one, am excited to see how it unfolds.
As am I. Yeah, it's an exciting time to be, at the forefront of this this technological revolution.
Well, there you have it. We've explored the intricacies of neural processing units, their, unique capabilities, and their potential to reshape our world.
Absolutely.
Hopefully this deep dive has provided you with a newfound appreciation for these tiny chips that are poised to have a monumental impact on our future.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you.
And as always, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and stay curious.
And say so.